Living with epilepsy is totally out of this world, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's a trip. For real. Like, epilepsy sucks. And that's all there is to it. My name's Alma Wayne Myers, and I'm from epilepsy hell to epilepsy well. This is the podcast. This is the life. This is the message that we're going for. This is how you take back control of your life when you have no other choice, when drugs don't work and the best you get is do what you're told, and that doesn't work. So when that doesn't work, you find answers and solutions to taking control of your life so you're not trapped in somebody else's world. You want to take back control of your own life. You want to be the best version of yourself. And in this process, you need to discover what the best tools are and the best people to work with to help guide you through this confusing and horrible process, because nobody knows how bad, how hard this is unless they're actually living this life. And I don't recommend it. It's not a dream vacation. Really, it's not worth the whole effort to be able to say, hey, I don't work. I get paid barely nothing to survive, and living on your own welfare or disability checks doesn't really make it very easy to succeed or to survive in this world. And oftentimes, if you just had your job taken away from you because of your seizures just starting and epilepsy kicking in and taking it over, you don't know how to go through this process. You don't know how to take your life back. You don't know what the hell's going on. You can't even remember pretty much one day from the next. It all starts blurring together. You got Groundhog's Day all the time. And, people barely understand it recently through the COVID experiences where they're trapped in their own homes and they're not able to socialize. But this is a lifestyle that many people with epilepsy have to deal with all of the time. And they have no solutions, no answers. They just feel separated from the world. They just have suffering and pain and misery because you feel worthless and you don't understand why it is like this happened to you. But even worse, you don't know how to make it stop. Everybody's looking for a cure to this horrible, horrible process. And honestly, the best thing you can do for yourself is take control of your life, be responsible for who you are, and find the ways to protect yourself when you're out in the environment, when you're dealing with people. To be able to communicate, you need to be able to document what you're doing. You need to be able to be responsible from day to day in the process, so that even though you are confused, you have something, someone, some means, a community that's helping to facilitate you through the process when you're like, where was I at again? How do I get from here to there? Because it is a process. There's no easy button, and the really only easy button is to make the decision to take care of yourself. That's the true easy button in life, is you say, hey, look, I need to be responsible for me. It's nobody else's responsibility for me to stop having a seizure, because people often don't care. They want to care. They don't understand. They start freaking out. They make it worse. And all we really need to do is start working on ourselves and learn the process so that you too can learn how to live with epilepsy instead of living against epilepsy. When you're living against epilepsy, it's definitely epilepsy hell. And you're just going to keep suffering, and you're going to be a struggling warrior. You're going to be a purple warrior that just keeps fighting fights without feeling successful. You're just going to keep feeling like, I'm just making it through the day. So what you need to do is become a champion. Champions don't just fight. They learn the ways to win the battles time and time again. And you don't always start winning first off. You don't start running when you can't walk, when you can't crawl. When we're kids, when we're children, we're not discouraged that we're not going to walk. We're like, oh, he fell down 700 times. Clearly he can't walk. That's not how it works. So what you need to do is make sure that you are doing the best that you can in the process to get back up. Crawl when you have to. Learn the tools that you need to be the best version of yourself. And you can have the best life, so much better than you can even imagine. You can start helping yourself. You can have relationships that are better with your friends, with your families, with the people around you. you can just start enjoying who you are, discover who you are again without being, I'm in pain all the time and it sucks and no one understands, because no one's going to understand unless they've been through the process. And that's all there is to it. You need to find other people that can mentor you and show you the way to be the best version of yourself. So I'm Alma Wayne Myers, inviting you along to join me on the podcast of Epilepsy Hell to Epilepsy Well every day on your favorite podcast. You can find us on Apple, you can find us on Spotify, there's Google. I'm using Anchor, so if you're into Anchor, that's where I'm at. So, hey, send me a message anytime you want. It's podcast@myersgood.com, MYERSGOOD.com. Looking forward to hearing from you, joining me. Let me know anytime you have a problem. We're here to help. This is a community. We're moving forward to make sure that you have solutions that are actionable, so that you're not just being cheered, yay, you can do it. We're going to show you how, because there's a way, there's a means, there's always a way, and I can do it, you can do it too. There's nothing special about me except I don't give up, and you shouldn't give up either. I mean, you're a fighter, so therefore, it's a fight. And so, you need to be trained. You need to be trained by somebody who fights all the time, that succeeds. And we're also bringing on a co-host, so be really happy to have you explore the experiences as we transition into a new and better experience for everyone else, and actionable solutions. We're going to be discussing everything from living with epilepsy, making money with epilepsy, relationships with epilepsy, the dysfunction of epilepsy, the abuse of epilepsy from one epileptic to the other. Just seriously, the whole process can be quite disorienting unless you've got some people to help you out. So we're here to help you out. So join us at your leisure anytime. But we are posting every day, and we've been on for over 103 episodes. So we are, as of today, as of last night, I believe. So hey, it's not stopping. This is going on. So make sure, if you have questions and you aren't finding the answers to your solutions, let us know. We're here to help you out, and we're going to make sure that you have your epilepsy well, and that you learn how to take control of your life, that self-care is healthcare, and that you need to be the best version of yourself, which means take care of yourself like you matter, because you do.